Hey, it's Melissa here. Today I want to talk to you about 3 fantastic apps that will help fix your vision. So a lot of them claim to fix a lazy eye. Now, to be clear, a lazy eye actually refers to an eye that has lower vision. So it'd be more, the technical term is amblyopia. So that means one eye is stronger than the other eye in some way. Maybe it's more nearsighted or farsighted or vice versa, whatever. And then strabismus is when your eye actually turns to the side or turns in. And so a lot of people think when they hear lazy eye, they think, oh, that's an eye that isn't like staying straight. But actually that's amblyopia. Strabismus is when the eye turns. So anyways, there's a million apps out there. So many that say, oh, this app will fix your lazy eye. And some of them mean that it'll strengthen, help fix amblyopia. Some of them mean it'll make your eyes look straight. Some of them are meaning both. And most of them will do neither. I went ahead and downloaded about 50 different apps. I actually did this 2 years ago and downloaded a ton and did a review all about them on my website. And then I went to look again and there's like a whole myriad of new apps out there claiming to fix a lazy eye. So I downloaded them all, I tried them all out, and here is what I found. My top 3 apps that I would download, and the ones that I'm actually going to keep downloaded onto my phone. Most of them I'm just deleting off my phone, but a few of them I'm keeping. So there's 3 main categories of apps, and all of these apps have different things that they're teaching, right? The visual system is so complex. There's actually 17 different visual skills. A lot of people think that there's just like acuity, how clearly you see, that 20/20 type vision, and like depth perception. But there's also like binocular coordination and saccades and visual perception and convergence, just a ton of different visual skills. And so each of the apps really has something to offer. Not one of them is going to cover all 17 visual skills, and some cover more and some cover less. So there's 3 main categories that I was looking at. So first is apps that are going to help with stereo. Second are Dicoptic apps, and those are apps that you use with like red and blue glasses like this. These ones are awesome. And then the third category is apps that help just with general vision. So first, in the stereo vision type apps, there's not really any options. Most of them don't have like stereo images where you're actually going to see something coming out of the screen, unless it's an app that you're paying for through like your optometrist. So like Vivid Vision has one, Optics Trainer, I think. Maybe they don't have an app. I don't think they have that in their app, but I think Vivid Vision does. Like home therapy systems. So there are some, but they're more like you need a prescription through your doctor. So, but there is one on the market that you can download for 99 cents, and it is called Lazy Eye Galactic Bounty Hunter. It's kind of a mouthful, and it's a super simple game. It's like an endless runner style game. So, you're wearing your red and blue glasses, and there's some icons that are red, some that are blue that you're trying to avoid. So there's that aspect that's like more of a traditional Dicoptic game. But then there's stars like all around in the peripheral, and they're 3D. So as you're playing, even me with super limited depth perception, because I have strabismus, I can still see some of that 3D effect. Super cool game. My kids thought it was like amazing. So that is an app I would recommend for anyone, like whether you're in vision therapy or it's your kid. If you're trying to improve your stereo vision, I think it's a great one, especially if you're playing it on like an iPad, because you're getting that peripheral vision involved along with like your central vision focusing on avoiding the red and the blue blobs. I don't know what they are. So that's the first app that I would definitely recommend getting. And it's the only one that I was able to find that really offered a stereo experience. Some of them have different activities that are supposed to engage your stereo vision, but it's just different. Just trust me. Okay. The second type of app is Dicoptic apps. And these apps are used with red and blue glasses. And there's actually a ton of them out there. I reviewed a ton of them back in 2019. This one where I just went through all the new ones out on the market had a few new ones that I really liked that I thought had something great to offer. So I had to choose 2 in this category. I know it says the 3 apps to download for lazy eye, but this one has 2 because one I would recommend for kids and one for adults. So there's one called Lazy Eye Training. Super simple. Lazy Eye Training has a little icon of red and blue glasses, and it's great for young kids. My 3-year-old could do it. So you're wearing the red and blue or red and green glasses. It doesn't really matter which. And there's just different little activities, and you can either do it with like pictures, letters in the alphabet, or numbers. And there's like mazes and memory match and just like really simple little games. I'm trying to think what other games, I can't remember, but you can go to my website, have like all listed out, all the details. But it's a great one for kids if you're looking for some anti-suppression work, if you're, you know, doing vision therapy and wanting to like add on something like a little bit more interesting or different or just mix things up. It's great for younger kids, and it can work for older kids too, but you don't see a lot out there that would work for a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, and that one totally would. So that one's great. It's called Lazy Eye Training, and that one does cost quite a bit, but it's just a one-time fee, so I think it's worth it. And then for adults, there's a new one out called Eye Care Free, and care is spelled with a K, and it's free. So I love that. A lot of them are like $20 for one game. They can be really expensive. And this one has like 6 different games, and they're great. Like 2048, Tetris, Snake. There's one that's just like adding and subtracting like math facts. And there's one more I can't remember. Anyways, super great app. Same idea. Some things are red, some things are blue. The glasses, when you're wearing these glasses, each eye or both eyes have to be engaged in order to see everything at once. And so it's forcing both eyes to work. So that's when I say dicoptic, that's what that means, is that both eyes are being forced to work at the same time. So super good when you have strabismus and you're suppressing one eye, or one eye is super weak and one eye is strong, that lazy eye, and it makes that eye it's forcing it to get stronger. So those dicoptic apps are great for that aspect of your vision. So the third category of apps, and the category with a bajillion apps out there, are apps that are designed to help your vision in general. There's the Bates method out there, which I'm just becoming familiar with, so I'm not gonna like say yes it works or no it doesn't work, because I don't know a lot about it. I don't really feel like I can give an opinion, but there are a lot of apps out there that go along with the Bates method. So the idea is that by doing these simple exercises every day, you can improve your acuity. You can improve like accommodation, which is like how well you can focus your eyes, like at distance and at near, and so improve your acuity. But they also claim to like fix amblyopia and strabismus, and I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna go that far. But they're basically activities like, it'll say, okay, do this 10-minute exercise every day to improve your vision. And so you sit down, you look at the phone, and it'll have 10 different exercises that you do for a minute each. So the first one might be look from left. Oh, I can't even do it without moving my head. Look from left to right. And the next one might be move your eyes in a circle. And the next one might be rub your hands together and put them over your eyes. It's called palming. I gotta know more about that. I just don't get it. Some of it's like massaging. Some of it is like look at your thumb, then look far away, then look at your thumb, then look far away. So they're just different little exercises like that. And there are so many different apps. And so if you go to my website, I have like, I think 10 of them on there where I kind of go through what they offer, what types of exercises they have, so you can kind of pick what would work for you. My favorite one is called Eyes Plus Vision. The reason that I like that app is that it has like 150, maybe 130 different types of exercises. So some of it's tracking. There is some stereo where you're trying to like fuse 2 images together. It's a different kind of stereo activity. So there's still quite a variety. Some of it's like the massage techniques, the focusing. There's like visualization where you're closing your eyes and doing the movements with your eyes. It's all really, really good stuff that similar activities that I do in vision therapy. They're like more like the warm-up activities that I'm doing before like my more intense exercises. But I like that the app makes it all into one nice little package, and it gives me a 10-minute workout to do, and I follow those directions. So I really do like the apps. Great visual skills that are taught in the Bates method general vision type apps. But yeah, my favorite was the Eyes Plus Vision because there were so many different exercises that you could do, and you can make your own routine. But if you don't want to go to the work of like picking and choosing which ones you think will work, there's plenty of other apps that like have a program already set up if you're looking for just some like basic vision help. Again, all of it's on the article I wrote on my website. It's lazyeyesolutions.com/2021apps. Again, lazyeyesolutions.com/2021apps. You can find it all on there. Each of these apps has something to types, you know, whether it's the stereo vision or the Dicoptic anti-suppression type games or just general vision. All of them are super important. I kind of think of the general vision as like the algebra, right? And then like the stereo is the calculus. And yeah, eventually you want to get there. I'm a math teacher. I can't help but make a math analogy. But eventually you want to get to the calculus, right? But if you're really, really good at the algebra, it's going to make calculus so much easier. So if you do these basic eye movement exercises and all of that, you're going to be so much more in tune with where your eyes are at in space, where they're pointed, and how that is all going. And then it's going to make, whether you're doing vision therapy or patching or whatever course of treatment, surgery, whatever you're doing, if you're more aware of your eyes and where they're at in space, you're going to have so much more success with whatever you're trying to figure out. Definitely recommend talking to an optometrist who practices vision therapy and going through with them like which apps they think would be helpful for you, but those are the ones that I'm keeping for myself. So let me know what you think, and let me know in the comments if there's any that I missed. Have a good one.